Alright, oh my god, I'm here. Whew. Here we go. Okay. Sorry I'm late, guys. I'm out of breath. I hit go live. And then forgot I needed to bring the trash cans in. Yeah, hello, hi. Sorry. I forgot I needed to bring the trash cans in. And the wind's blowing real bad, so I didn't want them to blow away. My mic's on, right? Whoop. Okay. Phew. Alright. So we're just doing the line art today. Because I've decided, for ease of everything, instead of doing the sketch, line, coloring, and rendering of one page at a time, what I'm going to do hopefully for the sake of consistency, I'm going to do it for the pages, all the pages, straight through. Probably, we'll see what I can manage. I think I can straight through at least 5 pages at a time, at least on stream. I will be working on this away from stream. So, I think, yeah, we'll just go straight through and see what happens. Hopefully it works. Because it is, let me tell you, a pain in the tuchus trying to keep all the characters consistent. And yesterday I didn't stream because I had to fix a bunch of continuity errors that were on the other pages, because when you do it one page at a time, you forget how you did a certain thing. When you get to like the rendering or the shading and whatnot, please switch over to pen mode. That, and yesterday, while working, I decided to make my way through all my watch later list, and I forgot I had saved a 3-hour documentary about the history of the Rebel Alliance and Star Wars. So, I had to catch up. I had to watch that. Because I'm a nerd. You guys are seeing that, right? I'm hitting my hotkeys, my pen buttons to switch from eraser to pen. And sometimes I need to hit the eraser button like 3 times in order for it to switch. Hopefully that's not a permanent bug. And I'm noticing with my tablet hotkeys, I'm having to hit certain buttons twice in order for them to work. I might just need to update my driver, or something else is happening. I hope it doesn't mean my tablet is dying. Because I've only had it for no, I've actually had this tablet for a while, but I just do not have the funds right now to buy a new tablet, so Fingers crossed, guys. It's also occurred to me that I haven't done a introductory video for my series on my channel, and I mean, I've been thinking about it, but I'm not sure what to say to get people hyped to come watch the stream. See, it's doing it again. Because it's still in the working phase, so to ask people to show up to streams to watch me work on a thing that there's really nothing, no content for, it's just me talking. I don't know if people would be interested in that. But, I mean, I gotta try, right? Worst thing that can happen is that it never happens. Also, I've been thinking a lot about another project I've been working on that has nothing to do with my stories. Well, it's not secret. It's just, it has nothing to do with my official stories, and I kind of want to keep it off my channel for my official stories. But if you wanna know about the air quotes secret project, it's I have some bits of it linked to my Tumblr. I know, y'all don't have to tell me. I know it's cringe, but I don't care. Hold on. I forgot my hotkey card. Why do his eyes look... Hang on, let me finish his eyebrows. Maybe that's the problem. Ah. Inconsistent eyebrows. Setsume. Let Buck do your makeup, alright? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay. God dang. The weather outside is frightful, my broskies. That wind, I don't think y'all can hear it over stream, but whew. Dang. Weather advisory indeed. Alright, this is gonna be hard to draw. Why did I make the leader have wear a geometrical shape? Ah. You know, one of these days I'm just gonna make a full turnaround of this thing so I can just copy paste it onto him whenever I need to. Because I don't know how to do 3D models. And I don't want to deal with that. I feel like the 3D... Oh my god. I feel like the 3D model would, that would be more of a pain in the ass than actually drawing the stupid thing over again. It's about the size of his palm, so yeah, it's not that big. It's just very particular. Some of the more astute of you might recognize the shape. It was completely unintentional, but at the same time, I'm just gonna roll with it. I mean, my biggest excuse is that it's handmade. This thing he's wearing is handmade by the ancient peoples of his tribe. So if it's a little off kilter, I'm just saying it's handmade, so don't question it. But at the same time, their craftsmanship was supposed to be unlike any other at the time. So, I don't know, like, how much wiggle room for excuses do I give myself? I mean, I could just copy-paste it from here. I've tried him super muscular in this shot. Is he that muscular? Nah. Nah, he's in his early 20s at this point. And oh my god, my glasses are dirty. I don't need glasses to see or to work. I just wear these. I eye protector glasses because I'm staring at my screen all day and I'd like to not have dry eyes. Ugh. Yeah, well, I used to need glasses when I was younger because I was reading a lot and my eyes would just bug out after a while. Now, either my eyes have adjusted to where I can read or I've just gotten used to the feeling. But yeah, I used to wear glasses, but now I don't. My thoughts and prayers to people who need to wear glasses to see, because oh my god, that is a terrible experience. Okay, I'll give him a little bit of muscle structure. He's not a twink. But he's just not as buff as his brother. And because his brother, this dude, is a jock. And a bitch out for blood. I used to read a lot, but then my eyes got worse. Rip. Man, rip. I don't know if she's listening or whatever, but my sister needs glasses to see, basically. I thankfully did not inherit that. And I feel like this hand is really shit, but I don't know how to fix it, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. That's terrible. Switch, you bitch. Am I gonna have to do it manually? Or maybe it's because I'm holding the pen too far away. No? I don't know what it is. Just I'm always so fidgety with. That was one whole line. I'm very fidgety with pencils in my hands. Pencils, pens, whatever. Just really fidgety with them. So when I'm holding them, I'm constantly flipping them in my hands, even though I'm just moving to write the next letter. I don't know what it is either. Maybe the hand looks weird because I only draw 4 fingers. Maybe that's it. Maybe if... Oh my god. Okay, better? You know what? Man, his hair. His hair! I'm gonna make his hair for the prologue. Just for the prologue, just to show that time passes over the years. I'm gonna make his hair slightly shorter. But only slightly. wavy. Glasses aren't that bad. It's better than contact lenses. I hate the. Yeah. Oh my god. I could never do contact lenses either, man. I don't even like. I mean, sure, I'm basically touching my eyes now, when I'm doing makeup and whatnot, but that's different. I'm not touching my waterline with my eyeliner, unlike some crazy bitches. I don't get that close. Mm. Nah, I've changed my mind. I mean, it's gonna be slightly shorter still, but like only slightly. Because the thing with Setume, this character, and his brother, Buck, they're nearly polar opposites. Setume is very soft-spoken, very, I want to say kind, but then that would suggest that Buck isn't kind, but he is. He just has his own version of kindness that a lot of people think is just him being a hard ass. But no, he is considerate. And he's got a soft spot. He just doesn't show it a lot to outsiders. AKA these people. Man, why am I streaming the line art? I know it takes me 5 years to do, and I've focused really intently on doing it, so we're just gonna have radio silence for a while. He looks really irritated in this shot. I didn't mean to draw him that irritated. He's literally just saying... Maybe it's his eyebrows. It's his eyebrows. Did I do his facial hair in page 2? I'll worry about that later. Oh, that's not the official... Okay. I need to fix that. I'm on the wrong layer. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. We've done the wrong layer portion of your bingo cards. Mark it off. I like this side more, so I'll do that. Not that one. Yep, we got the Star Wars reference. But does that really count? I was just talking about what I was doing yesterday. Does it count? Does it still count as a reference? I mean, I won't deny it. But, at the same time, let's just speed run all my... all my typicals. Bitch! Slightly off. Nope, we are. Marines! Damn it. There. That'll fix it. That's because it's on the wrong layer. Oh, God. I'm so glad it's Thursday. Now, normally people would say, oh, I'm so glad it's Friday. Now, normally, yes. But Thursday is my last work day of the week because I take Fridays off. I need my Fridays. Probably won't be the only time. You know me so well. So I decided I needed to stream today because tomorrow's my day off. And I did promise to stream Wednesday and then ended up not doing it, so. I hate making promises because when plans change, I feel like I'm just being disingenuous. But... oh, that's the wrong one. Basically the weekend, yeah. Well, for me, Friday is when literally it's when I have the house to myself. So, you know, I clean and just have some me time. So then, yeah, I figured I might as well stream today because I didn't yesterday. Which I do feel bad about, but at the same time, I got a lot done not streaming, and I just, Yes, I did like the drawing you did. It was really cute. Officially my first piece of fan art. Because I don't quite count Art Fight as fan art. Does this look burn? Yeah, it kind of does. Get rid of that. So, I will just ignore it. What the or I could move, I could just rotate him to the left. Yeah, we could do that. What is wrong with you? Just quit. It's getting on my nerves, guys. What's that? Do you like my character, Bella? Yeah, she's cute. She like a little flower clown or something. I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound ignorant, but I don't know the characters. You know what? I'm just not gonna. It's okay if cigarettes are crooked, because he's just gonna put it out anyway. I should probably mention it because someone else is probably already gonna bring it up. Star Wars news, haha. Not only was a new Star Wars movie announced for The Mandalorian and Grogu, I really hope they don't stick with that title. 'Cause I don't know, it just feels like kinda... anyway. But Ahsoka Season 2 was also announced. It's in production. I'm just, thank God, I really need Ahsoka to come out and be good. Because I really liked the first season. I know a lot of people probably didn't like it as much, but y'all are just haters. It is definitely a show that Rebels fans will enjoy, but if you're just a casual enjoyer, like, oh, I hear a lot of people talking about Ahsoka, let's just dive right in, you're not gonna understand anything that's going on, which is a detriment to the story, but I'm a Rebels fan, so I don't care. If y'all don't understand all the references they're making in Ahsoka, just watch Rebels. It's only 4 seasons. That and it's a really good show, honestly. I know I rant and rave and scream about Star Wars all the time, but let me tell you guys, Rebels is a really good show. Everyone sings the praises of Clone Wars, but that's because, and not Rebels, that's because Rebels came out at a very awkward time for the fandom. Like, Cartoon Network had just canceled, had just canceled Clone Wars very unceremoniously. Like, we left a lot of questions were left unanswered. And then that got canceled and we were all upset. And then Filoni said, "Hey, don't worry, we're getting a new Star Wars show is coming out." And people said, "Oh, really? What is it?" "It's a whole new show that's years later that has nothing to do with Clone Wars." And people were like, "Well, we don't want that." So they just found ways to complain about the show, even though Rebels is really good. A lot of the problems people have with Rebels, like the formatting, the colors, and the lightsabers being real thin, are all references to the original concept art for the first films. Like, this is a Star Wars show made by Star Wars fans, because Filoni is a diehard fan. He is the chosen one. A lot of people bitch about Filoni's writing too, but that's just because most of the people that bitch about Filoni's writing are Mandalorian fans or Thrawn fans from like the Timothy Zahn novels. Which, don't get me wrong, I have Thrawn Alliance. I checked it out from the library, and I'm slowly working my way through it. I just haven't had, I haven't just like sat down and read it straight through. I'm only in like, what, chapter 5 or something? A rainbow flower. Okay. Now, what's more word now? What the... Eyebrows, man. How do you do? How do you do? Oh, unrelated news, but did y'all hear about MatPat retiring from YouTube? I didn't watch the whole video, but my sister did, and she said she cried. But I got like a good 10 minutes into his goodbye video, and I was, alright, yeah, I get the gist. A lot of memes are coming out because of it, and it's hilarious. Wanted to mention it on the last stream, but I forgot. Oops. Yeah, no. Well, now he's a can. Don't say that. Literally ruined. Why would you say that? Just keep that in your head, man. It was a good vid, shed a tear. Yeah. Yeah, he was, man. I'm really gonna miss him. But I get, I fully understand and support what he's doing and why he's doing it. That's, yeah, I mean, over, what do you say, over 2 decades on YouTube, and he's got a wife and kid. Come on. And besides, with the monetization that his channel and his other, like merch stores are doing, and how well everything, his brand is just by itself, he could retire. He could retire just fine and not have to worry about anything ever. But then again, he's smart and talented. He's not quitting. He's still going to be around. He's just not going to be at the head of the channel. Which if I ever start my own studio, which I already picked out a name, it's going to be called Hydra Butterfly. I'm just going to mark it off there and then shade it. Just so it doesn't go straight through. There. And if that gets off the ground, I'm probably going to do a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff and very few public appearances because I just, Or if I do make a public appearance, I'm not going to be the head of PR. Because that's just a lot of stress. Also, the thing with me is I come up with video ideas. I have a million video ideas, but that's all they are. They're just ideas at this point. I don't have like any plan or whatever. Just like, oh, I can make a video about like yesterday I thought, hey, let's make a video about all the weird stuff that would happen in childhood that in retrospect are actually quite terrible, or I don't know how to put it into words, but yeah, but it was like, okay, yeah, I could talk about that, but then when I sit down to write the script, I'm like, how the fuck do I even write anything? So having a team would be nice, but I neither know the people nor have the funds to pull something like that off. Is it 2 lips or 1? That's a folder. Hydra Butterfly, Comic, Streamlocker, Style Guide. Okay, it was the 2. At least it was here. What was it in page? Was it page 3? Yeah, page 3. Probably is easier to talk than to, write the script. Here's the thing. I'll come up with a video idea, or I only did the 1. Well, honestly, the 1 just looked better. I'll come up with, like, a good bit of the script, but that's all it is. A bit. It's not like a beginning, middle, or end. It's just like a part of it that I'm like, yeah, that's really good. And that's all the idea I have for it, like, through and through. The full video, yeah, I can probably come up with something, but when it comes to, like, the script on how to start the damn video is where I get hung up. Never think of an episode. Yeah. Hard to write it down. But then also the downside to having a team is that you need people that also understand your vision and what you want, how you want it done. If you have just a team of people that are like, all right, we could do this, this, and this, and you're like, but I don't want that. So when you like have a team of people, they need to be either with you from start, like, of concept, or on the same brainwave. So like, oh yeah, I see what you mean. We could, so it's this thing, and you're like, oh yeah, perfect. Or but then maybe we could do this. Oh, I never even thought of that, and that works perfect with the established lore of the thing. And then yada yada yada. It's just, I struggle explaining my ideas to people, which is why I haven't made any videos talking about my stories in length, because it was like, where do I start? I know my story through and through. How do I explain it to another person who's never even heard of my thing? But if I like have to pitch it, because I have to practice with that, because if I ever want to get my stories done in any sort of way, I have to know how to pitch the idea. Like, what's my elevator pitch for this story? I can give you the vibe and what it's supposed to be about, but the actual plot, I mean, I could tell you, but that's a lot of spoilers, man. Okay, that's part of that. The idea of a team is a lot more fun than the reality. I've redrawn this damn pose 3 times trying to get it to look... I mean, I did it for the thumbnail, and I did it for the little announcement thing on the community tab, and it's looked different every time, and I'm just... ah! Okay, a bit of backstory for this character. Not really backstory, but explaining this official reference of him is during the main story. This version that I'm drawing, holy shit, that's loud. So a semi-truck just drove by. Is 14 years earlier than the main series. So he looks different because certain things haven't happened to him yet. That happened to him later because plot. What shape are his eyes? Hang on. Okay, it's just his eyebrow is usually down there, so... Alright. Hold up. I forgot I drew him page 3. Let it load for a sec. Okay, yeah, his bangs. Just barely below. Oh, yeah, I kept it shorter here. Just barely below his eyes. They grow out later. Toot, toot. Full broad nose. That gets smashed later. His nose is legit broken. And I'm not sure if either they couldn't fix it because they didn't want to risk completely damaging his nose, or he insisted that his broken nose stay as, and I quote, a reminder. Wait a minute, if he's... Okay, yeah, the moon's that way. I have talked about them, about these characters on previous streams before that are in the Dreamwalkers live stream playlist on my channel. But I think the references I was drawing at the time are no longer canon, and some of what I was talking about is no longer canon as well. Because this, I had to revise the story a few times. Because some of it was just, hold on. Because I've had Dreamwalkers as a story, as a concept for a good, since I was 10. So some concepts that I came up with back then needed a change. They needed a full change. Oh my god, yeah, 15 years. Might be longer, I just remember working on it when I was 10. And the character stayed around, but then there was a few years where I just didn't work on it because, you know, the story was completely different. I might start with doing a history of the story, explaining how it's changed from, like, then to present day, and then for that video, I would leave off at that's where we're going to leave off for present day, and then make a full video explaining it, just so you know that some of the characters, what they're about, because their origins are very important for certain design choices. Like, okay, I'll spoil it so far. So, some of these are the main characters here, and some of them have very, specific hair designs. His design needs to change. Not them, but, like, they look... Where are they? Very specific hair colors. This is the Reese's Pieces family. You got the mom, Camilla, Argon, and the twins, Serena and Palava. Very specific hair colors. That's because their designs, when Dreamwalkers first started, they were cats. That's right, this was a Warrior Cats fan fiction. And it just blossomed into its own thing over the years, and I just kept it because, I mean, I like it. What was I going for with this sketch? That's not his hair at all. Oh, I think I was going for making him look young and kind of boyish, even though he's... I mean, that would make sense for his character, especially at that time. This is What's a Warrior Cat? Well, okay, Warrior Cats is a young adult novel series that was very popular in America around the early 2000s. It's still popular now because the books are still coming out for whatever ungodly reason. And they were basically, it was about cats that lived in the forest in clans, and they were kind of loosely based on tribal beliefs and the fact they had warrior ancestors that watched over them and gave them prophecies for the impending future, even though they were just regular cats living in the human world. But there was magic and whatnot, because the leaders were gifted 9 lives, and they had names like Blue Star, Fireheart, and Brambleclaw. You know, the fun stuff. It was the deviant art of young adult novels. If you type up warrior cats literally anywhere, specifically on YouTube or DeviantArt, you will be bombarded with just a menagerie of killer cats. This is why you flip your canvas, yo. His hair is out of control. Same with his proportions. Look at, what is this? Okay, his nose looks a little bit cartoonishly so, but that's because I've never drawn him with a normal nose before. I've only drawn him with the broken nose. Even before I decided his nose was broken, I've always drawn him with a slightly, smashed face. Because that's just his character. And that's worse somehow. If his nose be broken like that, that means it would be, actually, it would be here. Slightly rounded off. His mouth is in the wrong place sketch-wise. There we go. I wrote this scene back before I changed Buck's role in the story. See, this is Buck. And he holds the title of Tribe Guardian, but it has nothing to do with being a warrior. That was given to Roderick. But when I first wrote this scene, it had everything to... The Tribe Guardian was also... it was the tribe's best warrior, and he was in charge of protecting the clan leader. The tribe leader, not clan. They're a tribe. But I've changed the lore to where a tribe guardian means something completely different. But I really like the scene as is, so I don't know if I can change it. I'm tempted to just draw his nose broken at this point, but... No, his nose is broken for a very specific reason, which I will not get into because of spoilers, and it can't happen yet because of the timeline. I'll just draw his other eye and see if it still looks weird. And this is why for a different story I've been working on, Gatesville, it was going to be an animated project, and I still plan on having it fully animated. I don't know how to animate, but there was a time when I was experimenting with the style, and I figured, you know what? I just don't want to draw noses. Let's just not have them have noses, even though they're sort of there when they turn their head. Let's just not draw the noses. But at the same time, I finished it and went, ugh, I can't. They have to have noses. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, future me. That is not the right expression. I guess the one of the bigger reasons why I've been very hesitant to talk about this series is that given what it's about, I originally planned on it being a young adult novel, but then I decided to make it a graphic novel just because of the characters' designs, and I just needed them to look a certain way, but I didn't know how to describe it with my words. So I just said, you know, I'll just do it with the pictures. I gotta angle his brows. His brows need to change. It's not the right emotion. That's not the right angle. But since it's young adult, it kind of needs a content warning. Due to graphic and disturbing imagery, psychological horror, violent themes, because YouTube really doesn't like when we talk about the bad, and it's just ugh. But that's not what the story's about. It's about overcoming the bad things. I sound so R-word because I can't say that word anymore, trying to explain the story, but I can't say it on YouTube without risk the demonetization. What the fuck happened? Okay, I just blipped for a second. Without risking demonetization, I need a drink. On the other hand, I did, during my Gatesville lore live stream, it didn't get demonetized. Well, I'm not monetized, so nothing's done demonetized except with copyright strikes. I did talk about some things in that stream that are, I think, TOS. And since it's a stream, I can't really censor it. I know I'm being vague as hell, but I'm not sure all what I can say because I need to gather my thoughts on it. Which is why I feel weird talking about it on stream. Because what the hell? It was a big bang in the living room. Hang on. I might need to check that. Hold up. Be right back. But not a full BRB. What was that? You alright? Alright, I think we're good. I think the cat just jumped off a chair and it hit the table. Alright. We're okay. We're okay. Yeah. When in doubt, blame cat. My eyes are really dry today. And I blame... I've got no one to blame but myself, because this morning I had an idea for a story thing, and I had to write it down, so I was on my phone at like 6 a.m. in the morning trying to type. But I had the eye protector thing on, so I don't know why it didn't work. That's basically him, right? That's basically the same face. I mean, maybe a little bit need to fix this bit, but you could just say he wasn't as... he was more lean. And his... oh, that doesn't work. We could say he was more lean in his younger years, and then as he got older, he kind of swolled out, because he is swole. My god, what was I thinking when I first drew those arms? I was thinking hugs, that's what. That and his head is tilted, so that really messes up my perspective, even though I seem very adamant at drawing all my characters with their heads tilted. Okay, better. 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 Also, I got a song stuck in my head and I freaking hate it. And I don't hate the song. It's actually really catchy. I hate that every time I'm trying to stream, there's a song just screaming through my head, and it's a different song every other time. And that's not fun. Oh, whoa, that's too buff, Rune. Too buff. He ain't that swole yet. Also, his anatomy is off. For this pose and the way he's sitting. Hang on, let me... Sometimes to figure out, I'm just like, this pose doesn't look quite right. Hang on, let me imitate the pose. Okay, this isn't quite right, but yeah, his elbow is off. His elbow should be on his knee, not... I mean, he could sit like that with his wrist on his knee, but then you really wouldn't see the other bit. That's more relaxed. You should see more of his back, actually. I forgot to... behind his arm. Is it that bit would curl, no matter how good his posture is. Okay. I don't use 3D models and... Whoops. For drawings, I don't know how to figure them out. And for poses and whatnot, I don't use them because graven images. Do not have engraven images. This is a Jewish household. At least we try not to, anyway. Sometimes they slip right through. It's like, wait a minute, that's an image? Also, I nerfed his ass. What the hell? There we go. That's slightly better. That's the wrong layer. Also, his wristbands are metal. Don't ask me how they clamp onto his wrists. I don't know either. Magic, I guess. I also don't know what his other arm is doing. He's just chilling. That should be good. Are we Gucci? Okay, yeah, we're Gucci. Oh, my phone vibrated. What the heck? Who is it? Instagram. You can go to hell. I don't know why I still have an Instagram. I mean, I tried using it for art, but then it just... I hate the format because I hate posting things through the phone. Because all of my files are on my computer. Which is why I also don't do shorts. Does anyone know how to make a YouTube short? Because I've tried in the past and they've all immediately turned into videos. And I'm like, I kind of wanted you to be a short. But then again, I don't really know how to do YouTube shorts, and I'm not sure I really want to. Alright, his knife holsters are going to kill me. So I'll just do his other leg and see how it looks. I still think his expression is wrong. He looks worried. He's not supposed to be worried. He's supposed to be slightly irritated. Which, in the sketch, he looked kind of... done? I get... Yeah, and I hate it. Shorts might be the best way to advertise a channel now. And I hate it because I don't know how to make a short. I don't know how to make it work. Not just smaller creators, they're promoting short form content. And I'm sorry, short form content, I mean, it will just eat a day. I don't like it. I prefer hour-long video essays. You know, I'll just do that because that makes sense. I just said earlier that I watched a 3-hour documentary about the Star Wars Rebel Alliance. I like long videos. I like listening to creepypastas and whatnot that are like hours long, because then I can like just do work and have it play in the background and whatnot. Short form content, I hate scrolling on it for hours and then just losing a day. Because then, oh shit, I got nothing done. Which is why I refuse to download TikTok. I'm not getting anywhere near TikTok. If I have problems with YouTube Shorts as is, TikTok's gonna eat my soul. So I'm staying away from that wouldn't touch it with a 39.5-foot pole. I mean, I used to blow an entire evening just watching TikTok shorts, TikTok compilations and whatnot. Two sides, 30 seconds to Mr. Pete, shorter, 10-hour Wendigoon video. I don't watch Wendigoon, but yeah, I know what you mean. I watch Dark Somnium, because I'm bougie. I think I watched, like, a part of a Wendigoon video one time. I don't know, I like watching, or listening to. I like listening to videos more than watching them. Because if I'm gonna watch a video, it's gonna be, like, honestly, gaming content. I don't even watch the content I make anymore. I mean, I used to watch a lot of the animator YouTubers, but the ones I like have kind of haven't been posting as much as they used to, which I get. It takes a long time to make their videos, and they've got other shit to do. Fully understand, not complaining. It's just the creators I used to watch don't post as much anymore. Yeah, he does creepypasta narrations. Like, he reads them. I prefer... See, I'm an auditory person. I prefer hearing things more than watching things. I'm gonna make his... see what that looks like. with SCPs. I never got into SCPs. Nothing wrong, nothing against them. It's just, I don't know. Not really what I was interested in. I really like... Okay, you want a really good Dark Somnium video? Listen to his video, My Property Isn't Normal. Oh my god. Not only is that just a good video, it's just a really good story. It's scary, but it's also really funny because there's a lot of creepypasta tropes in it that it makes fun of. It's like a creepypasta parody, but it's actually really well written. Yeah, it's like a 3-hour long video because it's the full story that started on Reddit. But also he reads classics like, I think he read Russian Sleep Experiment and some other really good ones like Pen Pal, The Showers, you know, classic creepypastas that actually terrify me. But honestly, I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but the best creepypastas I've ever heard, as in the ones that actually scared me, were My Little Pony creepypastas. I'm sorry. Those are the ones that actually scared me. The other ones, I would listen to and go, oh, wow, that was kind of spooky. Time for the next one. Some My Little Pony creepypastas, listening to them, and just the sound design, like, Scribbler, fuck you, because, oh my god, the sound designs on her videos scare the shit out of me. Same with Lost Narrator. The creepypastas that actually scared me were My Little Pony, and they were, Something Sweet to Bite, Let Her In. That one just freaked me the fuck out. And, Fading Light in the Dark. Was it Fading Light in the Dark? Or was it, It had something to do with light in the dark. That one genuinely gave me chills. But yeah, Something Sweet to Bite actually fucked me up a little bit because after listening to that, man, I couldn't eat candy for like a month. So if you wanted to go on a diet, just listen to Something Sweet to Bite. Butterflies didn't scare me, but I really liked it because it was a Fluttershy-focused creepypasta, and Fluttershy is one of my favorite characters. I can't find My Property Isn't Normal. There's one vid from... Oh, right! My bad! I'm so sorry. My Property... That's from Mr. Creepypasta. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I got them crossed in my head. Because they do a lot of collabs. Yeah. Mr. Creepypasta read My Property Isn't Normal. That one's really good. Dark Somnium... What's my favorite from him? And I'm going to save real quick, and then I'm going to go look for that one. I'm not leaving anywhere. This is going to stay up. Because I really like Dark Somnium, and I want to suggest some of his stuff. Please don't die on me. You know what? I'm just going to do it on my phone. Alright, there's my phone. But yeah, Dark Somnium does some pretty good readings of Pen Pal, and I think it was it Dark Somnium that did Turn It Off? That one, okay, that's a non-MLP creepypasta that legit freaked me out. Turn It Off was really good. Yeah, that was Dark Somnium. Some other really good Dark Somnium stories were, I'm looking for it. Okay, yeah, pen pal was pretty good. Oh yeah, if you're gonna listen to Turn It Off, I suggest you don't listen to it before bed, because, man, that one screwed me up. I think it was Dark Somnium that did The Thing in My Basement's Getting Better at Mimicking People. Some of these titles are just ridiculous. Yeah?
I was just wondering if my nails still smelled.
Well, I'm kind of stuffed up.
Okay. But, I mean, if you didn't immediately smell them, I think it's okay.
Oh, yep, there they are.
Okay, because I was just like... It's like, do they... Because I can't smell them.
I can.
Does it smell slightly sweet?
It just smells like nail polish.
Because I smell something sweet.
Anyway. Oh, I'm scrolling through his channel. Yeah, another really good one that's kind of short is Mrs. Willison's Homemade Jam. Yeah, I made my mom and my sister listen to it because it was really good, and they're both like, oh. And it comes with a content warning because that one was just fucked up, but it's really good. And he also did The Settlements, which were really good. I think he also did, My Father Finally Told Me What Happened That Day. I Spent 14 Days in Complete Isolation. All these are really good. I think he even did, a classic of Ben Drowned. Yeah. It was Dark Somnium. The Thing in My Basement is Getting Better at Mimicking People. That one, oh my god. I needed to lay down after listening to that one. But there's this one creepypasta that is just whoosh. That I don't remember who made it. I think it was either Dark Somnium or Mr. Creepypasta that narrated this one, but I think it's called The Girl That the Universe Forgot. That one wasn't creepy, but it just made me sad and depressed, and I needed a moment after listening to that one. I needed to sit down because that just, oh, I mean, it wasn't a mindfuck, but it was kind of just the way it was written and narrated. It felt so genuine. Like, the sorrow in his voice was genuine, and they're really good voice actors. But yeah, My Property Isn't Normal is just really funny. If you like creepypastas, listen to My Property Isn't Normal, because it makes fun of a lot of tropes that come up in creepypastas, and it's just hilarious. I'm just gonna draw this bit, even though it doesn't show up underneath, just so I can color it. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll just, like, make a playlist, a 5-hour playlist, and then just listen to it while I work. So their voices are completely different, but sometimes they'll, like, both Mr. Creepypasta and Dark Somnium did a version of Pen Pal that I listened to both of them because I really like them. Yeah, The Girl the Universe Forgot. Oh my god. Oh yeah, sometimes the original authors will show up in the comments, and it's awesome. Yeah, that one. Phew. But the Pen Pal is one that I can only listen to about like halfway through before I'm like, yep, I know how this story ends. I have to leave now because it just gets me so viscerally. But Pen Pal is a good story. If you haven't heard Pen Pal, I highly suggest you listen to it. It's just a really good story. Which one can I listen to at midnight? I guess Pen Pal, because it's less like, ooh, spooky in the dark. It's, I can't say what kind of scary it is without spoiling it, but if you're gonna listen to something at midnight, I suggest Pen Pal, because it's the least spooky, I should say. It's still scary, but it's more like what is going on type spooky. If that answers your question. It depends on what kind of spooks you like. I don't like any spooks, but I'm doing it. Man, that wind really picked up out of nowhere. And that's just when I let the fire go out. So the house is gonna get cold. Unless, I don't know, Tally, if you're listening, we should probably get a fire going again. She's probably not listening, but... How long have I been streaming? An hour and 30? Okay, that's not terrible. I think on my channel I have a public playlist of all my favorite creepypastas. Should be listed in order of favorites. I haven't updated that list in a while. I really like, when it comes to my favorite types of creepypastas, I really like the ones that are in the woods or watchtowers, because I like being in the woods, but I don't live in the woods, so I can listen to the creepy ones in the woods without being too spooked, and it's just more for like, yay, I love it, it's spooky story, yee. But when it comes to the stories like there's something in my house, or there's something wrong with I have a God, what was it? Is it private? It should be my favorite creepypastas. It might be private, and I'll fix that later. But yeah, when it comes to the spooks that are like, there's something in my house, or ex-family member has been acting weird, those ones creep me out. It's a little too close to home, because they're in the home. If it's a spooky that's in the home, I can't deal with it. I can't do it. Oh, you found it. Okay, it is public. But those are the ones that that get me. So it's like, they're so well done, But at the same time, I can only listen to like 2 of them. I just didn't assume because I had an MLP vid. Hey, don't knock the MLP creepypastas till you listen to them. They're real. Some of them are really good. Like I was saying earlier, they're the ones that actually scare me a little bit. But the ones I have saved are the ones I like re-listening to. Yeah, the first one, Apple Sleep Experiment, that's my favorite creepypasta of all time. To this day. The sequel is coming out as we speak. It's the finale of Another Sleep Experiment. Part 2 is coming out like in the next 2 weeks. So it's I'm waiting. I'm waiting. And still, at this point, I still prefer the original, like the first one. But I don't want to make any assumptions because the story's not over yet. Man, how do you draw people? Because he's standing on one leg, smashing the cigarette on the bottom of his shoe, so he's like... So you wouldn't see his leg, but you would see... I mean, you would see his thigh, but not the rest of his leg. You would just see a bit of it in his shoe. So, it just looks... Okay. Oh, okay. I know what I did wrong. I gotta fix this bit. That's a bad hand. That's some bad hat, Harry. Lord almighty, it's cold in here. Even got a heater on and everything. I might just have to start a fire soon. But, I mean... The reason why I'm streaming so early is so I can get more work done. I can guarantee I'm getting more work done before I have to go. So I have to go somewhere real quick. itch looks a little... His hair is too big. And we fix. We're angling down. And we erase. And we erase. And connect. Still wonky, but better. Something about Sesame is off here, and I think it's his face shape. Face shape. I can't say S's and H's, guys, man. It's 3 years of speech therapy, and I still got an impediment. And he's got the rough neck. Yeah, I mean, I was in speech therapy for a different impediment. I used to confuse my F's and S's, but now it's just the S's and SH's and... My goodness. Sometimes I'll stutter, but it's not like a legit stutter. It's just my brain was moving too fast and my mouth couldn't keep up. But change his expression to be more playful. Yeah, because he's looking up. He spies his brother up there. Brother's gonna get in one last jump steer. His mouth is too low on his chin. Oh, yeah. I can't imagine what that's like. Because when I was a kid, and still a bit now, I was a complete chatterbox. Nothing could shut me up. Even sleep. I mean, it's not really a stutter for me, but it's a, I can't think and talk sometimes, especially if I'm, like, trying to... When I first started making videos, I could not think and talk at the same time. My brain just would not allow me to do that. Even though I could talk normally, it's just for some reason talking into the mic, just something was misfire in my brain. Well, not sleep talking, but sometimes, like, my mom would come in and was like, you must have been dreaming, because we heard you grunting or muttering in your sleep. And apparently I have talked in my sleep a few times. I don't know. I mean, I'm asleep, so I don't know if if it's all actually true, if that's just an elaborate prank they're all playing on me. His hair is so wrong here. Sometimes barks in his sleep. It's so cute. Yeah, it's so cute when they woof. They're just sitting there woofing. Okay, that's too much lash. There we go. Well, that's not the face I want him to have. I'm gonna have to come back and sketch that later. Same with Bobby. I'm just gonna have to do that later. But so for in the meantime, I'm gonna do the background lines, and then I might just call it for the day. 3 streams in a week though. That's an Academy record. And I did get a lot of work done, so I don't feel too bad about cutting my Thursday short. Especially since my Friday, I'm still technically going to be working, but it's just going to be on, like, fun fandom stuff. It's because I couldn't think of a video idea, so I just decided, you know what, I'll just stream. Oh, I should, yeah. Maybe next week I'll come up with a video idea that'll be out by Monday or Tuesday, but I don't want to make any promises. No promises here, people. Okay, I did do that. that supposed to be trees or bushes? Because if it's a trees, I need to redraw it because trees in that scene. Well, he's sitting right here. Actually, he's sitting about here, even though I drew the bush right there. Damn. Okay, he's sitting here. So by that perspective, that would be a tree. Okay, but that would be behind him. With the tree. So I'll just do this. Ah, I dropped my pen. So this bit back here is the separation between the bushes and the trees. With this bit here. Oh, I did it straight across. Mountains. And from this angle, where he's at, the tallest mountain is back this way. Because these legit are mountains, not like your Appalachian mountains where they're like barely above sea level. Nah, these are glaciers. But I think this is supposed to be summer. Man, with the way that wind is blowing outside, if my stream suddenly cuts out, it's because my internet or my power died. Either way is an unfortunate outcome. But it is in my disclaimer. You know, for an off day of streaming, I'm just gonna count this as a win because, oh my, line art just takes me forever when streaming. Away from streaming, line art takes me like 20 minutes, knock it out of the park. But for some reason, whenever I stream, line art just... Oh, God. That and I'm just really tired for whatever reason. And I need to resketch these too, and I hate sketching on stream. So, I'm going to end it here, folks. Oh my gosh, guys. Hell of a week. No more line art streams. Well, we're gonna have a few more line art streams because I need to get it done. But it's gonna take me a long time. So I'm only gonna do line art streams if I have the sketches completely done. And the line art is just the rendering, fully rendering the lines. Because this is the line art, but it's not like, the line art's not done, if you know what I mean. Because like the other pages looked more polished with just the lines. I need to polish out the lines. So maybe my line art streams will just be me polishing out the lines. So I can get like 3 pages done in a stream. But at the same time, that's just, it's so time consuming. Well, not just time consuming, it's brain consuming. My brain can't keep up with it. I prefer coloring on stream, honestly. It's so much easier. But the lines need to be done, and I'm going to be doing it straight on through. I will be including the coloring, the eye colors, and the text in with the line art process, because I did it for my other comic, The Path to Brighter Stars, whenever I was working on it. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys next week. Maybe not Monday or Sunday. I don't know when. Don't have next week planned at all. I plan my weeks on Sundays. Anyway. Oh. I'll see you again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know I'll see you again some sunny day. But even though it's January and there's a little blizzard outside my window. Anyway, bye-bye. God, I'm